Sometimes a room just feels old and stagnant, and that's when it's time for a magical makeover. So what makes a great magical room makeover? Including, but not limited to, enchantments, sigil work, intention weaving, energetic cleansing, blessing, dedication, and conscious vivification. So grab yourself some tea and let's talk about the application of these magics. There are lots of videos out there about witchy aesthetic, but this video is specifically about weaving magic, really doing the work of magical practice. And I want to state this right up front, that you don't need any trappings, you don't need special tools, you only need yourself to do each one of the practices that I'm talking about in here. First things first, you want to get clear on the intention for the room. I think that's really important, and one of the most profound practices of magic is intention and getting clear on intention. So in my case, I redid the living room. I spent some time just really searching my heart, what I wanted that space to be used for. And I wanted to create a magical container for my family and myself to feel safe, to rejuvenate, to learn, and to connect. Spend some time thinking about the room that you're redoing and what kind of magical container you want to create. In that way, you can weave intention and you can dedicate the room for its magical purpose. When doing a magical room makeover, I think it's important to try to take everything possible out of that room, everything if you can, so that you can energetically cleanse it. And this is where you need to dive into your own personal magic, because cleansing, and this is something that I talk about in my Magic in the Mundane course, that cleansing is such an important part of our magical practice, and it should be something that we do regularly and consciously. This isn't cleaning, it's cleansing. It's energetically cleansing the area. Hey there, I really want to empower you at this point to dive into yourself and trust who you are. Trust your own magic to surface. So do what feels right for you and your home and your practice right now. Maybe that's smoke or sound, it's prayer or energy work, crystals. There are so many different ways that you can cleanse your area. You can see here that I made a cleansing potion that I enchanted. Enchantment is the practice of putting our energy and focus into an object in order to create an energetic dispersion of energy that it carries with it. All right, in layman's terms, that just means sit down, get intentional, focus your energy and your intention into the potion or an object. Could be your couch, could be anything, could be a lamp. You can do this with any object. You can imbue it with intent. So I'm curious, how many of you do enchantments currently, and how many of you would like to learn more about this magical play? I then enchanted the room with sigils and incantations. You can see here that I wrote on every wall and placed things that were personal to me. You can place sigils. If you can't write on your wall, you can always write on a card and place it behind a photo frame. Here you can see these are sigils at my daughter's house. She's like the sigil queen. She's made a ton of them. And here she has a room full of sigils. And a sigil is a symbol that has been imbued with focus, and the purpose of it is to forget about it. The most powerful spells and magics are ones that are forgotten. And that is that in that moment, you release that energetic expression into the universe with perfect love and perfect trust, knowing that you are going to reap that energy again in a future rendition of yourself. So I then moved on to painting my room. This is where I used color magic, and I know that not all of you can repaint your room. You can, however, connect with the magic of the colors that you have in objects in your room. I have a PDF printable on color magic down below. It's a correspondence page for your grimoire or just your journal. In this PDF, I've left room for you to write down your own color associations and a whole blank page if you just want to do something from scratch. Color magic is really personal, and spending some time and really meditating on what colors mean to you can really bring profound meaning to your room and even to your life when you're working your own spells and magic. Repurpose what you have. I think it's really important to sow honor into our room by honoring the objects we already have, That rests us in the magic of gratitude, and it also helps to save our environment and move us away from a lack mentality where we're constantly reaching for something new or something different. As you replace objects in the room, it's time to move into that blessing phase, really blessing everything that you have. You can see here as I put up the pictures of my family members, I prayed a blessing over each one of them, releasing safety, security, and what my heart was full of for them. After you've moved everything back in, you want to do a dedication in order to consciously vivify the room. Some of you are incredible wordsmiths and you'll just want to write something that you speak over your room. Some of you may prefer to just do a heart casting. To do a heart casting, you just want to open your heart, which I feel is the quickest path to source, God, goddess, creation, whatever you call it, in order to open ourselves up and allow purity and multidimensional love to bathe the room in a way that you consciously vivify the space with and set into motion an energetic container for its purpose. So by doing this dedication, you create a space for the magic to flow in, a space where when you come in, you are touched by those threads of the eternal that you have woven into this physical space, and you can allow yourself to be changed. So hey, do a lot of these principles seem really simple to you? Let me know down below. They are simple. Every single one of us is a magical being. Witchcraft is about crafting your personal magical path, opening yourself up to the unseen world that is all around us and weaving those threads consciously into your environment in order to create that container that allows you to shift your vibration into its higher resonance. Let me know what you do to magically make over your rooms and your house below. If you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up down below. And then you may want to check out this video over here or this video, or you may want to check out my other channel over here. Until we meet again, blessed be. Oops, sorry about your tail.